Welcome to a new series on my channel. So there's a YouTube channel called Hardwood Hoops Central's NBA Draft Green Room, and they upload full season footage of NBA prospects, makes, misses, everything you could want. He has one on Ace Bailey, 2 hour plus long video. I'm still in the middle of Ace Bailey, like I like him, but I also got some question marks. So I want to review all of this film for a series, and we're going to be dissecting film heavy. So if you like that, support the video, and maybe I'll do this on other prospects as well once we're done with Ace Bailey. Let's get 300 likes and I'll release part 2 as soon as possible. Thank you. It helps out with the algorithm. Here's the first clip of forced midi in the paint. Jab step burst of speed. His initial defender still is right with him. Also, the help defender is really committing on Bailey, and he clearly has no care in the world that number 5 is wide open. One of their better three-point shooters, by the way. He shot 39% on the year. So I would have liked to see him make that pass and trust his teammate rather than forcing a contested midi, but it is what it is. Hopefully the Sixers can knock that bad habit out of him, or at least keep it contained, because he does have a scorer's mindset, so that's going to happen from time to time. Now, one thing I really like about him is he will fire away off the catch no matter what. For instance, Harper threw him an offline pass. He catches high, but he's quick enough to get into that jumper right away. I mean, in 0.5 seconds, he's high and then he's right into the shooting pocket. And that defender was moving quickly. Like, the defense wasn't slacking. And Ace still got the shot off very quickly. He misses short, but impressive quick release despite the bad pass. And it's good to see that he's willing to shoot in that circumstance, because you need that quality in the NBA playoffs. I noticed he has smooth mechanics in awkward situations. Watching full speed, I wasn't expecting him to take this shot. Slow it down. He takes the screen off the dribble. He locates the open space given to him by the guy in drop coverage. Most guys don't have that pull-up ability on the strong side. Also, the footwork plant, the foot, he's hopping and he's square. No wasted movements. He was on balance while he shot the shot. That's a very tough move to complete, but in real time, it seems like nothing special, but the footwork was supreme. Then we see here, he's fully comfortable going left and shooting off the dribble when he's dribbling with the left hand. He was super quick driving here, too quick, hence why he overshot it. But it's good to see that he can dribble with his right hand and then go into a shot. And he can dribble with his left hand, go into a shot. He's not one-dimensional in that aspect. And the reason I noticed that and bring it up is because when I played consistently, that's one of the things that really bothered me. I hate driving to the right and pulling up off the dribble. It just doesn't feel comfortable. But if I go to the left side, I feel way more comfortable. So if you guys ever play me one-on-one, there's a good scouting report for you. There's been a lot of talk about him not being able to get to the rim consistently, but after watching this, I'm starting to believe NBA spacing is really going to help his ability to get to the rim. Here, the floor is spaced well. Most of the time at Rutgers, he was dealing with that help defender in the corner being parked in the driving lane. Here, he's there, but not really, and Ace takes advantage. Good to see him get around someone with his speed. I haven't really seen much of that so far. Now we see him come off a screen, catch, plant with the right foot first, and he's right into the jumper with ease. Movement, shooter ability, you love to see that. I like his handle on this one. His initial dribble moves were looking a bit rough, but this quick crossover between into a wicked left to right crossover is very smooth. Shout out Rutgers spacing. This is what I'm talking about. Luckily, his size just allows him to shoot over him, and the defender is dejected, like, what am I supposed to do? But again, none of those moves really resulted in any separation. That being said, with more space, maybe it does. He most certainly would have gotten deeper in the paint if he had more space. Once again, I believe NBA spacing will be a blessing for him. This right here is probably the best drive I've seen from him. Spacing is actually good, and he takes advantage. Quick between, and he's gone. Takes the contact and bullies 2 defenders while finishing. I enjoy the gear he got to on that one. With his size, there's not much the defense can do when he's driving with that type of intensity. And here we get a glimpse of the scouting report. Clearly, they are petrified of him shooting a three. So he beats the closeout with ease. Now, driving-wise, he's a work in progress. I seen him do the right to left Euro step, but I don't know if he has the left to right Euro step in his bag downhill. Here is a perfect time to pull it out, but instead it turns into a out of control contested floater. These types of plays, I think you see his limitations athletically as a driver. I mean, he has a huge advantage at this point, and it really turned into nothing. And as a driver, his elevation off the ground is pretty underwhelming. Off one leg especially, he just doesn't have crazy pop. As you can see, it cooks him against Purdue. And then notice the quick first step going left again. He's really quick going in that direction in this scenario. But he just can't elevate over defenders to finish above the rim, so he gets blocked. You'll see him get above the rim, like way above it in transition when no one's around. But in traffic, I haven't really seen that much. Oh my goodness, this is beautiful. Gets the switch on the big, a few slow dribbles to put him to sleep. And then bam, crossover. That slow to fast really made that effective. And then the jump stop. Defense reacts, and now he can go up without getting blocked. Amazing pace and control. He has a tendency to get out of control downhill. But on this play, he was dictating the pace. Also, I notice he can get around defenders that are his size or his position, or if they're taller. Meanwhile, guards or smaller forwards seem to give him trouble in terms of getting around because they're quicker. And at this point, he doesn't really know how to use his size advantage to bully those matchups. For instance, plays like this seem rare. He's sizing up, dribbles to his spot, and he delivers a Tatum, Shea, shoulder bump, and the defender goes flying. Just an unfortunate in and out. I love that play, though. You could tell he's still learning how to use physicality to his advantage. I mean, he's a big body. That should be in his game. I know he's scrawny, but still. Early on, I'd say my biggest takeaway in this video is he can get to his spots if the floor is spaced correctly. That's another play where the floor was spaced great, but due to Rutgers being dog doo-doo and his supporting cast being suspect and him being the guy, it wasn't like that consistently, and that hurt him. Most likely early on in the NBA, with the Sixers for sure, because they have established scorers like Maxey, Paul George, Joel Embiid, and even Jared McCain. Ace is going to be an afterthought. He's not going to be on scouting reports. They're probably not going to converge on his drives until he proves that he's a threat to score consistently. So basically, I'm saying there might be a level to Ace that we don't know about because the situation in college just wasn't really good. And he's going to have an opportunity to play off guys who get double teamed like Joel, like Tyrese Maxey, and he can definitely flourish in that situation, and maybe it opens up his driving ability. That's all I got for part 1. 300 likes, and I'll release part 2.